Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with me Shruti Vashisht. You're watching Living Our Ascension. These bees today, like one just went straight through my hair, and in the video that I was filming before this, they were like just, I don't know why, but they're like buzzing right by here, like almost like they want to touch my face or something. So something weird is happening today, I don't know. But I love bees, otherwise, they're such special creatures actually. Just what they produce, like honey and everything, like they keep the earth in a state of balance basically. And it's so wonderful because the video that we're filming today is all about that. It's about balance, it's about divine love, which is the flow of nature itself. They say if the bees get extinct, the world won't last, like it'll we'll perish very quickly just because of the pollination that they do. And even the honey that they produce actually, it's so medicinal, like it's very good for the body as well if we use it properly, like medicine, not wasting it and not exploiting these creatures. But anyway, so today's video is going to be on the higher heart. What is the higher heart chakra? So you may have heard this, the name of this chakra floated around in the spiritual community. You may even know what it is, but today I want to bring you my perspective. What is the higher heart chakra? Why is it so important for the process of ascension, for the process of moving into divine love? What is the big deal basically? And how do we access it as well? I'll perhaps give you some, if we have time, I'll give you some insights into that maybe. So if you want to hear all about that, then keep watching this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like this video if you like the subject, so that I know what kind of videos to make for you, what you find helpful. And below this video, please check out links that I have to work with me at a personal level to accelerate your ascension, to come into divine love. I have courses as well, self-study courses that you can check out as well. One of them is at a discount right now to 33% off, so check it out before that changes. Okay guys, so basically when it comes to chakras, our body has different energy centers where energy becomes most focused. And these different chakras that we have, if you've ever googled chakras in the human body, and you've seen those pictures that have these different chakras and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. So different organs, very pivotal organs in our body, the main organs, are also related to different chakras. So when we have disease in our body, when a body starts to get some sort of physical disease, it's because at first what's happened is that there's energy that is blocked, there's energy that is stuck, because it's always the subtle realms that play out first. So we haven't addressed that's a huge kite or eagle or something, so all the birds were flying away. Okay, anyway, so basically what was I saying? That chakras are different energy centers and different organs are related to those different chakras. So when we have a physical disease, it's because the reason is that we haven't addressed it at an energy level, what's happening there. So we haven't addressed the energy in our body that's flowing, and because we haven't done that, so it has become so solid, that stuck energy, that it becomes a physical thing, it manifests as a physical disease. So of course it's very important for us to keep ourselves balanced at all levels, because the physical level is not the only level that exists. So this is where chakras come in, you can say. And so of course we have the physical heart, right? So everybody knows we have a physical heart. So that is one level, the physical level, the red level, if you want to think of it in terms of colors. The next level up or higher is the energetic level. So we have a heart chakra as well, and this is associated with the color green. So this is associated with being healthy emotionally at the emotional and even mental levels. So it's kind of like our thoughts and emotions are sort of connected, because we have a fear-based thought and it generates some sort of emotions within us, and hormones and stuff are related to it. So you can say that it's sort of the green. When we balance out that green energy center, the heart chakra, and that is functioning in a healthy way, then we are sound emotionally and mentally. So that is one level. And then you go at an even deeper level of the heart. We have the red so far, we have the green, and then we move into the soft pink, and then finally the magenta pink. And the magenta pink is what the higher heart is basically. So the soft pink is kind of related to it. The soft pink is a gateway that we move into when the green, we have balanced it out. We are balanced emotions, we're in touch with the wisdom of our body basically. That is when we master our emotions and our thoughts, because our emotions and thoughts come as one integrated feeling in the heart. So what is that integrated feeling? When we know what's happening in our body, what emotion am I actually feeling in this moment? There's so many emotions that go through your body every day, right? And it's feeling so many different sensations even. But we're not in touch with that because we're not taught to be. So when you start doing that, you don't have to be hyper aware in each minute which emotion is flowing. But when you sort of through meditations and those practices of tuning in, when you do that enough, it'll be something that surfaces when it's right. Whenever you need to know something, it'll come through because you have activated that, you have sensitized yourself to that level. It's no longer suppressed. So that is a state of healthy balance. It's called basically you can say that it's wisdom of the body. You master the wisdom of the body in this way. But going even further, even more than the body, the emotions and the mental levels and all of that, which are a little bit more subtle than the physical, like the heart and what's happening in our organs. Of course, the thoughts are a little bit more abstract, emotions are more abstract, you can say. But going even deeper than that, it becomes even more abstract, even more subtle, and those are the realms of essences. So when we go even further in, we find that yes, I'm having these emotions all day. I'm feeling a sense of happiness attached to something physical, a relationship in my life, objects that I have, a house, whatever that physical thing is that I've attached to. My happiness is based on that. When I have it, I'm happy. When it goes away, I'm sad. For everything in life that I have. But behind all of these fluctuations that I feel, that it's fine to feel at a human level, there's a deeper part of me that always exists, that always is neutral, that just sees things, how things are playing out. And that space of me, that aspect of me is always in a neutral state of joy. So between happiness and sadness, there is joy. Joy just always is. When you, let's say someday you're feeling really sad, when you go very deep into that feeling, you're not suppressing it, ultimately it'll lead to a state of joy. Same if you go into a state of happiness, like the happiness emotion that you're feeling related to a certain object. Let's say I manifest this beautiful house or something, and I'm living in it and I'm feeling that juiciness, and it'll bring me in that state of joy. I'll get to experience that state of joy. So that state of joy is constant, no matter whether you're experiencing fear or love in a particular moment. So that neutrality, the space of neutrality, where we just know ourselves as an essence, where we get to experience that part of us that always lives, it's constantly within that essence, no matter what is going on at a physical level, emotional level. That is the gateway to the higher heart, that which is the gateway to divine love, to experience divine love, which is being in flow with the natural order of life. The order of life that nature is, for example, especially the most subtle aspects of nature, just how things are ordered within creation, like planets are held together in the sky. It's through this perfect geometry that's mathematical, so perfectly. And then you go more physical within that, then it's the flow of nature, how nature rebalances itself. Everything is just within flow and harmony. Nature does its best to do that, to maintain that. That's what it does. That's why we feel so good in nature too. So when we are aligned with that level, we see that everything always is, that death and rebirth are fine. It's all part of the process. But I always am, no matter whether there is death happening, rebirth happening, there's a part of me that never dies actually. It always exists. I am a spark of life and I'm always here. So whatever's leaving in my life, it's fine. Whatever's coming, that's great. And I know how to work with that, and I get to experience that. That's also fine. And there's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, I always know what I am, which is joy, which is love, which is magic. So these states are essences. So when we start moving into that one essence, those core essences, that is divine love. And we start seeing life that way. We start seeing love in everything, the love that is behind everything. And so this is why the higher heart is so important. This chakra is so important, and it moves in this way, you know, when we first have to master the wisdom of the body, and then we move into those higher states. So my course, of course, goes very deep into this. There's a whole section on mastering the body. It has 5 different sections, and so it goes into so much depth and detail with all kinds of practical exercises, guided meditations, principles, all of that. So do check it out below, but it's all in a very simple manner. And then, of course, you know, this divine love is, as I mentioned in so many of my videos, it's the combination of unconditional love, that soft pink essence, that soft pink part of us, that where we can just receive the goodness of life, where we feel sensual. No matter what is going on, there's a deep sensuality. Just like we have a bad day, but we come out into nature and we realize, well, in this moment there's actually sensuality, love that is available here. So it's that sensual feeling that we feel, that is soft pink, like this shirt that I have on today. It's one of the colors of love. Soft pink is the feminine side of love, where we receive goodness, and we see goodness, unconditionally love everybody as well. Then there is the more masculine side of love, which is the magenta, you can say. You know, when the blue comes into the soft pink, it becomes magenta. Blue is like a masculine color of truth. So then discernment starts to happen. So when we are unconditionally loving, and we are able to hold that space for others and ourselves, we're able to see the inner child in ourselves and others. After that, we also need to discern where to put our energy, because I am a master in service. So my energy is important. And first and foremost, before any person, anything, I am in service to truth, to love. So where am I most needed now? Where is my, my presence most needed? And it won't be that I dissipate my energy with people who are never really going to change, but they sort of present themselves as a victim or in some way. It's not my job to go and save them. So that's where discernment comes in, having firm boundaries in your very close relationships as well. Knowing that everybody else also has access to their higher self, to their inner wisdom, to their discernment. So there's something that's taking care of them too. You don't have to go around saving everyone. At the same time, you see the love playing out behind them all. And when they want to meet you within that space of real transformation, then of course you can show up as the master that you are. So when we start living this way, this is when we start moving into divine love, and this happens through the opening of the higher heart. So through these steps, when we start seeing life this way, through these, how I described the green, the heart chakra, how you know yourself as mastering the wisdom of the body. You're in touch with that, you're in tune with that. And then you go further deeper in, and you start witnessing yourself and everything that plays out simply as that one thing. It's not happy, sad, it's not emotions, it's not random thoughts, which are all fine as well. They play a part, they do inform us of certain things. So that aspect of us is important for us to know what's happening. It's not about not looking at that. But then there's also, at the same time always, there's a deeper part of us that is there in neutrality, in a space of love, joy, magic. These are essences. So when we start knowing life as that, we see anything playing out, anything that's irritating, that makes us angry, that makes us feel joy, whatever. We see the essence playing out behind that, and we start choosing that, we start living that. Then our experience becomes that. So that is what divine love is. That is the main gateway into your enlightenment, into that thing that everybody speaks about, becoming the Buddha, becoming the Christ, becoming an enlightened person, becoming the master. This is the main gateway. For humans, this is the main gateway, because we have forgotten that we are love. And the moment that we access that divine love, which is the combination of soft pink, unconditional love, and that blue, that becomes magenta, the magenta ray or the magenta chakra, which is the higher heart chakra. So these are some things that you can do. You start changing the way that you see life, the way that you see yourself. This is how we move into the vibration of divine love. My course, of course, goes very, very in depth into this, very step by step. But I also have a free mini course that you can check out. So check out below this video. I believe that if I remember right, there's some practices to master the wisdom of the body there. Like I have a meditation and stuff. So it's absolutely free, so just check it out. My free course below this video in the description. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got some wisdom today. The higher heart chakra is very important. It's very important that we have to move into it. Many people think that they are accessing it, but you know, they are witnessing some of it, but the actual embodiment at that level has not yet taken place. So this is how we do it, by the way that we witness life, and first how we witness ourselves. Give this video a thumbs up if you got some wisdom today, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.